Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and welcome to our channel today. I appreciate y'all being here. And if you're new to the channel, if you're finding us that very first time, welcome as well. It's great to have you. And our topic for you today, it's what to do when nothing seems to be working. What to do when nothing seems to be working. Now, before we get into our topic today, a quick reminder, my focus, my mission here in the channel is I want to be able to provide as much information as I can to as many people as I can, across the globe. And the best way I can do that is when you choose to subscribe to the channel. So if you've not yet done so, take a moment, please hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. And then to learn more about me, learn more about my company, and how I can help take your business that next level, be sure to check out those links below. And then a quick reminder for you folks that are looking to open a brand new facility, for you folks that need operating capital for an existing facility, check out our financing and funding links below. We can help provide funding for up to $400,000. It's unsecured. There's no restrictions on use, and your basic qualification on it, it's a minimum credit score of 680 or better in all three credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, and then a minimum income of $50,000 per year each of the two previous years. So we can help you with funding. Be sure to check out those links below. We have several links. We have different programs depending on your circumstances. In all likelihood, we'll have a program for you as well. So with that said, let's get into our topic here today, and it's what to do when nothing seems to be working. What to do when nothing seems to be working. And more often than not, what that usually means is, hey, we're not making sales, we're not making profit, business is not functioning properly. But what to do when nothing seems to be working. And a little reminder on some of this, particularly on this, okay, there really is no one size fits all. Okay, there can be a few things, okay? Pick what works best for you on this. So let's get into this. I got 7 things here to kind of talk about, give you some ideas. So if you've been struggling, if things are not working like you want, nothing seems to be working, I want to give you some things to think about. Number 1, think about marketing, okay? The thing you want to remember about marketing, okay, make sure we're solving problems for people. What problem are we solving? How are we helping that person lose weight? How are we helping them get off medication? Solve the problem. What you want the marketing to do, we want the door to swing, the phone to ring, the email to ding, and the text to ping. We want to get activity. Okay, the other thing about marketing and why it's so important, because a lot of times when things aren't working, we've kind of gone into contraction mode, into retreat mode. We're not doing a lot. What the goal is here is you want everybody in your marketplace to know who you are and what you do. And this is an undertaking. You have to really put your foot on the accelerator. As a matter of fact, check out our links below under marketing and advertising. Check out our digital marketing link. This would be a great way to start. If you're not using somebody right now, you need something that can work, check out that link, to help you, spread that word. Because let's just use this as an example. This is what I found to be true. Let's just say you'd like to make 100 new membership sales a month, whatever your number is, okay? You want to make 100 new membership sales a month. The easiest way to do that is get 200 people to walk in the front door. Now, you'll sign them up better than that. You'll probably have a better conversion than 50% most likely, but just at that. If you want to get 100 new people signed up, let's get 200 people to walk in that front door. Okay, so look at your marketing. Okay, you want to overcome obscurity. People need to know who you are. You really have to push this, because no matter how nice a facility you have, how great the classes are, and all the great things that you do, if no one knows about it, it's simply not going to matter. And don't just be looking for folks that want to buy now. You're going to really limit your opportunity. We want everybody to come in. Number 2, social media. Okay, social media. Now, social media, yes, social media can be marketing, and certainly it is, okay, with digital marketing. But I'm talking about social media from the standpoint of, going in there and maybe creating groups. Have groups for your local area, weight loss groups, prenatal, postnatal groups, run your first marathon group, run your first 10K group, get off medication group, people haven't exercised in at least a year group, okay? What you're looking for here are ways to connect and ways to interact with other people. And we want to make sure we do that. So create that group, interact and connect. Pose questions, ask questions, do Q&As. You can do live audio feeds in there, but use social media. Yeah, use it for marketing on one end, but over here, use it as a way to connect, as a way to communicate, with folks in your marketplace. These can be some great resources for you. Number 3, member relations. Here's first rule on anything like this, is you want to keep who you have. And make sure that your member experience is top-notch, because there's a definite correlation between the member experience and your attrition rates and your customer happiness quotient, if you will. Okay, so make sure our member experience is top level. Make sure we're giving that good faith effort. And really think that through, because a lot of folks, whether it's not a lot or a lot, at least they'll have the sales component there at some level. Make sure that member experience is kind of right there, 1 and 1A, because once we get them in, we want to make sure we keep them, and we'd love for them to add on family members and even upgrade, if need be. Number 4, protect your number 1 asset. Okay, now we're talking about what to do when nothing seems to be working, right? Don't get overly stressed on this. Protect your number 1 asset. That's you. Without you, nothing happens. Are you getting plenty of rest? Are you eating right? Are you exercising? It's your business, right? Make sure we're doing this. Make sure there's a work-life balance in there. Learn how to delegate. Learn how to automate. Take advantage of other things. But you must protect your number 1 asset. I think this is the one that maybe we forget about the quickest, particularly if we're on site. Now, if we're off site and we're running it, that way, it's a little different. But if we're on site, sometimes we can allow it to consume us if we're not careful. Okay, so protect your number 1 asset. Let's don't forget that one. Become a good student of these kind of things. Number 5, your finances. Your finances. So first of all, know your budget. Do you have a budget? What is your quota? What is your expectation? What is your, for example, this month, what is your unit sales quota? What is your cash quota? What is your recurring dues that you're going to add on quota? How much have you done so far for the month? What are you projecting? And then we want to learn to manage based on those objectives. Objectives meaning, here's the goal, here's the quota, here's what we're projecting. Okay, let's manage based on that information. Let's make decisions on that, every single day. So make sure we really know our finances, know your KPIs, know your numbers on your budgets. How do you stack up? These kind of things is going to give you confidence, and it's going to give you a sense of having control over this when you know it. And be asking yourself, you're looking at your finances, you're looking at sales, you're looking at marketing, you're looking at conversion, you're looking at how's your rent look, your payroll, individuals. Ask yourself, what's working well, what's not? And really take a look at it, and we need to start kind of weeding out these things that are not performing for us. And if they're not performing, maybe understand why, maybe we can get them fixed. Okay. The other thing I would comment on the financing part, it depends on where you're at. Okay, and I want to talk for a moment about additional funding that you may need. Again, check out our links below, financing and funding. Here's what happens if we're not careful. You don't want to choke this thing off. It's what to do when nothing seems to be working. If it hasn't worked for a while, things might be getting tight, and we start to choke this off. You start to choke it off, and we kind of go into retreat mode, and we're contracting. You're never going to cut your way to growth. It's not going to happen. Okay, we need to advance and to expand into the marketplace, and so at minimum, you want to have enough money to operate every month, but then also we like to have you have in the bank or line of credit, whatever, at least 1 month's operating sitting there. Okay, just in the case of emergencies and hiccups and things like that. But you want to make sure you're marketing. You want to make sure you're promoting. So take a look at funding. You can check out the links below. We have several options in there for you. But make sure that you have the funding in place. Don't try to cut your way into growth. That's not going to be a great solution for you. Number 6, identify the struggle. Identify the struggle. Why? What's happening here? Okay, what's going on? Okay, where is it? And is it leadership? Is it attitude? Is it process? Where is the struggle? Is it how we're hiring? Is it how we're onboarding? What is it? Make sure we identify it. Because unless we really identify it, you're going to continue making some of these same problems over and over and over. Okay, these same mistakes are going to keep showing up. So really identify and ask yourself, hey, what's working, what's not? What would I do differently? Okay, didn't work like I wanted it to today. If I could do this day over, what would I do differently and why? And then what am I going to do tomorrow? And then last on my list, number 7, on what to do when nothing seems to be working. Create a plan of action. Create a plan of action. Have a plan of action for the year, a plan of action for the quarter, for the month, for the weekend, for the week. Okay, have a plan. And you can do a search here in the channel. We have information on how to write a plan of action and how that should work. But I tell you, it's one of the common denominators. When I go into a club, when I get involved in a club that is a turnaround, one of the common denominators of businesses that struggle that I see over and over is they simply do not have a written plan. If you need help with that, let me know. Hit me up. We can help you with that. But you want to have a written plan of action. Okay? If you don't, what I find to be true is, in a manner of speaking, we become a victim of circumstance. We just start kind of swatting away flies that are coming at us every day. We really don't have an agenda. We really don't have a plan. We really don't have a desired outcome. So you want to make sure you get that written plan of action. So take these ideas, see which one are best for you. There's no one size fits all on this, but what to do when nothing seems to be working. I can tell you this, that maybe we can put this at the top of the list or put a star or make this number 8 if you want to, but take action. Take action. Do anything, do something, but do it now. So folks, again, my name is Jim Thomas. My company's Fitness Management and Consulting. Appreciate you being here at the channel today. Hope you found the information beneficial. If you've not yet done so, please take a moment, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it. And then to learn more about me, learn more about my company and how we can help take your business that next level, be sure to check out those links below. And again, for you folks looking to open a brand new facility, for you folks that might need working capital for an existing facility, we can help provide funding for up to $400,000. That is completely unsecured funding. There's no restriction on use. The basic qualification to get funding at that level is a minimum credit score of 680 or better in all 3 credit bureaus, and a minimum income of $50,000 per year each of the 2 previous years. So folks, we appreciate you being here on the channel today, and we look forward to seeing you all in that next video.